On tonight's episode of the podcast, we take our first steps with Marvel's version of the Fantastic Four. Did it work? Did we finally get the version of Marvel's first family correct? We're going to talk about it. We also went on over to Netflix to get the long-awaited 30 years in the making sequel to Happy Gilmore. Is it a legacy sequel that's worth revisiting? We're going to talk about it. Over on the TV side, South Park is back, season 27, and oh my God, did they go for the jugular. I checked out Teacup, and I also checked out WWE's new documentary show, Unreal. That and a whole bunch more, so strap on in because it's time for a new episode of Am I on the Air? Well, all right. What is going down, everybody? Welcome back to another brand new edition of Am I on the Air? My name is DONMEGA, and I'm your host, and I'm so happy that you're here to join me once again to get caught up with all the latest and the greatest when it comes to entertainment news in television, movies, and non-spoiler reviews. You come right here on a week-by-week basis to get caught up with it all. It's season 30, episode 13, and tonight's show is titled, It's Clobberin' Time! We're going to be breaking down the news from July the 23rd through today, Tuesday, July the 29th. So we are ready to rock. 7 days worth of news, a couple movies to talk about, a couple TV shows to talk about, and of course getting into the news of the week. So let's jump right in. Fantastic Four, as the score goes. Oh man, what a journey, right? What a journey to the Fantastic Four, because this goes back to like either the late 80s or early 90s when they made this Fantastic Four movie, super low budget, that did not come out, and it's like this lost movie. The Roger Corman one, right? Like nobody really talks about it. It's just this lost one. And then Tim Story directed a new version of it when Marvel was owned by Fox. And of course, this is the one where Chris Evans was Johnny Storm, Ian McGruffin was Mr. Fantastic, Jessica Alba was Sue Storm, and Michael Chiklis was the Thing. The movie did good, and I know now when we look back, everybody that talks about the Fox Fantastic Four movies blows them up and says, oh, they suck and they didn't do nothing. The movie did very well, and it prompted a sequel, which also did pretty damn well. So I don't know what y'all are talking about, because when these movies came out, we had some fun with it, man. I don't mind those Fox Fantastic Four movies. They were fun. There was a lot of fun to be had. Chris Evans as Johnny Storm is so good. That's why it was such a pop to see him revisit that in Deadpool and Wolverine. I just thought the team was a lot of fun. It was very comic booky, and I enjoyed it. But, you know, a lot of people don't look fondly on those movies. And after that, it was kind of silence for a while. And then we got a reboot, I believe in 2015, if I'm not mistaken, where Miles Teller came in as the new Fantastic, Mr. Fantastic. Kate Mara was Sue, and then Michael B. Jordan was Johnny. They kind of mixed it up a bit. And this was directed by Josh Trank, who did Chronicle, and Chronicle was amazing. So we were all super stoked for this new take on Fantastic Four. They were doing it up a little bit differently. We were getting kind of a younger crew, and I was down for it. And then the early buzz came out, and it was just ripping this movie, how horrible it was. And I remember with my friends being like, we need to go see this movie now more than ever, because it was such bad word of mouth. We were like, could it really be that bad? As people now refer to that movie as Fan-4-Stick. So we went and checked it out, and yes, it was that bad. It was a sloppy made movie. Lots of cuts, lots of edits, lots of reshoots. You could tell there was a lot of cooks in the kitchen on that movie, and it ended up just messing up that film. That's a film I would love to see a director's cut on one day, because I bet you it's actually not that bad. But I don't know who was doing what. Doctor Doom in that movie is just such a joke. It's just, shout out to Toby Kebbell. He's a great guy, but that was a horrible Doctor Doom. But, it's been radio silence ever since 2015. And then, of course, Marvel, or I should say Disney, bought the rights to Fox, right? And so they acquired the Fantastic Four, they acquired X-Men, and all those families. And then finally we were moving forward with a Fantastic Four movie set in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. This is the 37th film in the MCU, and here we are. Oh, man. This is time to go. Pedro Pascal, Vanessa Kirby, Ebon Moss-Baccarat, and Joseph Quinn. That is your Fantastic Four. That is Reed, Sue, Ben Grimm, and Johnny Storm. They were fantastic. Pardon my pun. These four were cast very, very well. I know a lot of people are starting to turn on Pedro Pascal. They're starting to feel like he's a little overdone, right? A little overcooked. And it happens from time to time. When somebody's in a million movies, a million TV shows, people start to make fun of that fact, right? We've seen it before with other actors. And Pedro's, this is like his fourth film this year. But there's something about him as Reed, and he works really well with Vanessa Kirby, and I'm so happy to see Vanessa Kirby here because she's still an actress that a lot of people are like, who is that? They don't really know her name, right? I obviously came across her from the Mission Impossible movies, definitely really missed her in the last one, and of course, she was Jason Statham's sister in Hobbs and Shaw, but she never really got to blow up, and I'm so happy for her that she's now in a big Marvel movie where she can blow up. Julia Garner is in here as Shalabal, the female Silver Surfer version, which is cool as hell. I know a lot of people kind of talking smack, thinking that they just changed the gender of the Silver Surfer, but this is a different version of the Silver Surfer. This isn't Norrin Rad, this is Shalabal, and Ralph Ineson as Galactus. So this one here, against the vibrant backdrop of a 1960s-inspired retro-futuristic world, Marvel's first family is forced to balance their roles as heroes with the strength of their family bond while defending Earth from a ravenous space god called Galactus and his enigmatic herald, Silver Surfer. I herald your beginning. I herald you to listen to this podcast. Everybody kills it in this movie, guys. I loved it. I really, really loved it. I had a great viewing experience. It looked amazing in IMAX. It told a wonderful story. Even though it's a basic story, it told it in a wonderful way. It told it in an exciting way to where, honestly, looking back on this movie, there's not a ton of action. There's not a ton of stuff going on, but it's, you set up this threat of Galactus and then you let them cook, right? You let them try to figure out how can we stop Galactus. And without me going into spoilers, trying to juggle what Galactus wants and what they need to do and how do they save their world. And what's really cool with this Fantastic Four is, if you didn't know, it takes place on another Earth. Marvel's cinematic universe takes place on Earth 616. I believe this was Earth 828, if I'm not mistaken. So it's a totally different parallel Earth in another universe. So they are not pigeonholed to other Marvel stuff, right? You're not watching this movie saying, where's the Incredible Hulk, or where's Captain America, where's Thor at? Because they don't exist in this world. It's Fantastic Four is the guardians of this Earth. They are the ones keeping track of everything. So I dug that, right? And it really sets up for an exciting time because we know that these four are going to move into Avengers Doomsday, and how that's going to transition over, how that's going to be a part of it, how they're going to bring these worlds together. How does the Fantastic Four get to our Marvel Cinematic Universe? How do they flip-flop and go back and forth, right? I guess obviously Reed will create something, but it's exciting, right? We got Dr. Doom being played by Robert Downey Jr. Is he the Doom from this Fantastic Four universe? Is he from a different universe? I think he's from this universe, and I'm excited to see how that's going to play out. But I can't, if I keep talking, I'm going to get into spoilers, so I'm going to cut it there. It's exciting. It's awesome. The chemistry is great. The action is great. If I have one complaint, it's that there's not enough action. I wish they had more. The movie is I don't even think it hit 2 hours. It's like an hour 55. So there's more that could have been done, and I would have appreciated it, but I still really, really enjoyed what we got. And shout out to Joseph Quinn. He's fantastic as Johnny. He really sold the movie for me. He was great. I wish I would have saw a little bit more of Silver Surfer, because Julia Garner was wonderful in this role. Paul Walter Hauser pops up in here, Natasha Lyonne. So some other nice little characters that pop up. Overall, like I said, absolutely loved it. Marvel with another banger, another #1 movie, their 37th consecutive #1 film, and I give this one 5 stars. I loved it, and I know the first question comes out, which one did you like better, this one or Superman? I'm going to tell you, Superman is my favorite one of the summer. I preferred Superman over Fantastic Four, but that's not to knock Fantastic Four. They're both 5-star movies. I love them both. But if I had to pick one, it would be Superman. So there you go. It's the $1 million question. I gave it to you. All right, 5 out of 5. Switching on over to Happy Gilmore 2. Oh, man, I was so excited for this. My pinnacle years of life were in the 90s. And Happy Gilmore is one of the most classic comedy movies you could ever have. It's peak Adam Sandler, right, coming off of Billy Madison. Just where he's this hockey player who's not very good at hockey, but man, can he swing a stick, and he ends up becoming very good at golf. And that first movie has such magic, and I never in a million years thought that we would get a sequel. Adam Sandler really doesn't do sequels. The only movies he's ever done sequels to was the Grown Ups movie. And that's really because he just wanted to hang out with his friends. So, we were wondering, are we ever going to see legacy sequels to any of these movies? And you lose hope, right? It's been 30 years. You're like, there's no way it's going to happen. And then we got the announcement a little over a year ago saying, yes, we're going to do it. We got it. We nailed it. We cracked it. Happy Gilmore 2. And then it came out on Netflix, man. It's a Netflix exclusive. I wish this would have been in theaters. I would have loved to have gone to the theater and had a wonderful time with it. But, Happy Gilmore isn't done with golf. He returns, right? Not by a long shot. Since his retirement after his first tour championship win, Gilmore returns to finance his daughter's ballet classes. So, yes, so the movie basically picks up where he's done a lot of things. He's done a lot of good golfing, and then he retires, and he doesn't really want to go back to golf. But then his daughter she's really good in ballet, and they're like, man, there's this really good school for her that she can go to over in Paris. And of course, that shit ain't cheap. So he ends up having to get back into golf to try to finance her golf trip, her ballet school that she wants to do. And we're kind of off to the races, right? Adam Sandler's back, Julie Bowen's back, Christopher McDonald's back, Ben Stiller's even back. But you get some new characters popping up. Obviously Shooter McGavin's back, but Benny Safdie's in this, Bad Bunny, Haley Joel Osment, Sandler's real life daughters. There is so many cameos. I would spend the next hour just cameo naming for you. This movie is a true trip down memory lane. It really hits on all the peak moments of the first movie in a new, fresh way, right? It does repeat some of the same jokes, but in a refreshed kind of way. A lot of the characters that are no longer with us, it's their kids now. It's different versions of it, right? So they could still have that connection. It does suck that, Carl Weathers passed away, that he didn't get to be involved in this. But they definitely honor him. The movie is a tribute to a lot that have passed. And, it works, man. The movie works. It is so silly. It's so dumb. It's so over the top, but it's classic Sandler. It works. He's Happy Gilmore. He's back in this role. There is some good. I laughed my ass off at this movie. I really, really enjoyed it, man. And I don't know if it's just the nostalgia in me of loving the first one so much that I just had a blast with this one, kind of revisiting it and with all the new characters and the old characters and the blend of everything. But I had a great time, and especially for a streaming movie, I don't know how you can get mad at it, dude. If you like Happy Gilmore, I don't see how you don't like Happy Gilmore too. And I know I've definitely seen most people online say, wow, I'm pleasantly surprised, and it was genuinely really funny. But of course, I still see a lot of haters out there too that say, oh, this is the worst sequel ever, and things like that. And I just don't get it. Like, again, I just don't see how you could like the humor and stuff in that first one, and then when they do it here, not like it. I mean, I understand people's, taste for comedy changes over the years. What you found funny in the 90s you might not find funny anymore. But for me, I don't think my humor has really changed. So I enjoyed all the stupid ass shit in this movie, and I had a great time with it, man. Shout out to Bad Bunny, because his character cracked me up so much in this film. He was so damn good. So, like I said, a lot of cameos to be had. It's a silly story. It's a silly movie, but it works as a legacy sequel. It works. So shout out to Adam Sandler. We just found out earlier today that it was the biggest debut ever for Netflix. It had the most streams. It's number 1 on Netflix's top 10 countdown. It broke all kinds of records. So congratulations. That's awesome. I'm glad it paid off. All right. Switching gears on over to the TV side. Real quick, South Park is back, season 27. If you don't have Comedy Central, you can stream the new season on Paramount Plus. That's where I watched it, and I always enjoy watching it on Paramount Plus because you get it uncensored. And oh my God, without going into spoilers, this season premiere episode of South Park was one of the funniest episodes of television I have ever seen. I laughed my ass off. I was rolling. I was dying in shock of the things that they did on this episode. This was an episode that I could easily see disappearing, right? Becoming the lost episode, because someone high up in the chain said, take this fucking episode down and don't ever show it again. How this got on TV is beyond me, but they did it. And I'm just going to tell you, they really lay into Donald Trump. And it's crazy. The things they do, the things they go over, the things they show and see is insane. Insane, but hilarious. They killed it. I mean, for a season premiere, you couldn't have asked for a better episode. So I'm going to let you go find out the rest for yourself. If you missed it, or maybe you've fallen out of South Park, or maybe you just didn't even know the season was back, go check it out. They're not even doing a new episode this week because they want to marinate on last week's episode so much. They'll be back next week for a new episode. But check out South Park season 27 season premiere. So damn good. I checked out another show called Teacup. Now, this show has been out for a hot minute. It came out at the end of last year, and I've had it in my queue ever since. It's a Peacock original. It falls under the horror, mystery, fantasy, science fiction, drama kind of category. I know that James Wan was a producer on this, and that's what really drew me to it. And it had Yvonne Strahovski, who I love, and I definitely try to check out anything she does. Scott Speedman is in this thing. And this one here is about a family that's trapped on a farm in rural Georgia. A group of neighbors must put aside their differences and unite in the face of a mysterious and deadly threat. So, yeah, it's a small town. They're all kind of farmers, and then something happens, and it's crazy, and it brings them all together, and shit is going down. I really liked it. I really dug the show, and the unfortunate part is I knew going in that this show has been canceled. Peacock canceled it pretty recently, and after watching it and getting to the end, I was like, no, because of course the show is perfectly set up for a season 2, and we'll never get to go down that road. But I will say, I mean, if you don't mind stuff like that, I say give this one a shot, man, because it was actually a pretty fun show. It's 8 episodes. They're only about a half hour to 40 minutes a piece, so it was a pretty easy binge. Check out Check out Teacup over on Peacock. And then lastly, WWE, if you're a wrestling fan, maybe even if you're not a wrestling fan and you kind of are interested to seeing how the sauce is made, WWE released a new show on Netflix called Unreal, and it just debuted today on Netflix. It's 5 episodes. I only watched the first episode, but I absolutely loved it. I'm a big WWE fan, so for me, I was kind of geeking out seeing all this behind the scenes stuff. This show is a true lift of the curtain. Like I said, how the sauce is made, right? The stuff backstage, meeting the characters, seeing who they really are, seeing how they put matches together, seeing how the show is produced. Some people don't like this. Some people don't want to see how the sauce is made, right? It's entertainment, it's sports entertainment, and they just want to enjoy it for what it is. I, on the other hand, love stuff like this. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bug me. I love to see how the sauce is made. So I was eating this up, and I can't wait to watch more episodes. But I watched the first one, and I loved it. So even if you like documentary type stuff, you might get a kick out of the show, even if you're not a wrestling fan. It might bring you into it a little bit more. But it's a great show nonetheless. Streaming now, all 5 episodes on Netflix, WWE Unreal. All right, guys, that's what we got for reviews this week. Let's recap. Fantastic Four First Steps, now in theaters, 5 out of 5 stars. Happy Gilmore 2, if I have to put stars to it, usually on streaming I do thumbs up, thumbs down. It's definitely a big thumbs up for me on Happy Gilmore. If I have to put stars to it, I would give it 4 out of 5 stars. I really, really dug it. Over on the TV side, South Park Season 27, now streaming on Paramount+. Teacup over on Peacock, and WWE Unreal over on Netflix. All right, guys, let's get on into our box office. Coming in at number 10, it is The Home. Number 9, Oh Hi. Number 8, Eddington. Number 7, How to Train Your Dragon. Number 6, I Know What You Did Last Summer. Number 5, Smurfs. Number 4, F1 the Movie. Number 3, Jurassic World Rebirth. Number 2, Superman. And number 1, of course, was the Fantastic Four First Steps with, did it beat Superman? It debuted with $117 million. So it did not beat Superman. As much as everybody wanted to talk a little smack and say that it was going to beat Superman in its opening weekend, Superman made $125 million domestically, $125. Fantastic Four, 117. So it was close. It was close all weekend. They had pretty similar preview nights, pretty similar Friday, Saturdays. But it definitely held a little bit stronger for Superman at the end of the day. But still a really good debut here for Marvel, which has been, struggling with the last couple of movies, not even breaking $100 million. So this is definitely a big step in the right direction. All right. Hey, so let's get into our news of the week and get you caught up with everything. All right. We found out that the show Wednesday with Jenna Ortega over on Netflix has officially been renewed for season 3. Season 2 will premiere in just a couple weeks, so get ready for that. But congratulations on season 3. The higher you rise, the harder the drop. A kidnapping, a twist, and a legacy on the line. Denzel Washington is going to star in Spike Lee's Highest to Lowest. It's going to be hitting theaters on August 15th, and then it'll start streaming starting on September 5th over on Apple TV+. We had a quick little video posted of a shot of John Bernthal on the set of The Punisher special presentation that he's currently filming. He's donning his classic trench coat look, and it looks pretty damn cool. So, very, very cool, man, to see him back on set as Punisher. Only Murders in the Building Season 5 will be premiering on September 9th over on Hulu. A new VHS is coming out. That's right, this October, the tapes are returning. VHS Halloween will be premiering October 3rd, featuring all new terrifying stories and a bold new wave of visionary filmmakers. So this is going to debut October 3rd of this year. So I love the VHS series. They've definitely gone downhill a little bit, but I always check them out every year. So great to see it coming back, a Shudder original. We got word that the new Masters of the Universe movie is going to arrive in theaters. A lot of people were wondering, is it going to go straight to streaming? Is it going to go to theaters? It is going to theaters June 5th. We got the official release date, June 5th, 2026. So get ready, Masters of the Universe. Congratulations to my show Stick. Stick has been renewed for season 2. I'm very excited about this. I talked about this show multiple times on this show. Even just last week's episode, my special shout out was for Stick. This is the Owen Wilson comedy that's on Apple TV Plus. It's great. I love this show. And last week was the finale. I miss it already. And then I got word that it has been renewed for season 2, and that made me very, very happy. So make sure you go check it out if you haven't done it yet. All right, keeping along here. Let's see here. Upload is final season is going to be hitting Prime Video on August 25th. I am so there for it because I love Upload. It is such a great, great show, and I'm ready to see how this final season wraps things up. We put up a picture of the full mural from the Superman movie. This is in the Hall of Justice where it has all the old school superheroes on it. And we posted the picture up, and I'll leave it to you to figure out who is who. It's not easy, I'll tell you that. A new batch of Phineas and Ferb episodes will be releasing on Disney Plus in 2026. We have the first teaser for Breaking Bad creator Vince Gilligan's new TV show called Pluribus. It's been described as a psychological sci-fi. It'll be releasing November 7th over on Apple TV Plus. We got some new posters for Peacemaker Season 2. It's going to be hitting HBO Max on August 21st. We have the first new trailer for War of the Worlds, which is a movie that is set entirely on a computer screen. It stars Ice Cube. It comes out July 30th on Prime Video. I'm excited for this movie. It doesn't look like the greatest, but it looks like a unique take on War of the Worlds, but done from a first-person's perspective on a computer using security cameras. It's pretty cool. So check out the trailer and check out the movie July 30th. We have the all-new trailer for The Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon Season 3. This is officially premiering September 7th over on AMC. The video game Wolfenstein is being adapted into a TV series over on Prime Video. So that'd be pretty cool. We have the official poster for Percy Jackson and the Olympians. This starts streaming December 10th over on Disney Plus, so it's good to have a premiere date for that. We've been waiting. My daughter loved that show, so we'll be definitely checking out this new season. The Legend of Vox Machina has been renewed for a 5th and final season, so congratulations there. Speaking of Percy Jackson, I should have warned you, with a poster comes a trailer. That's right. We have the first official trailer for Percy Jackson Season 2, again premiering December 10th on Disney Plus. I am ready. Paul Mescal and Josh O'Connor star in the first trailer for The History of Sound. This hits theaters on September 12th. Air Bud is coming back. Can you believe it? Air Bud returns. The 15th film in the Air Bud franchise will hit theaters in the summer of 2026. There you go. Leonardo DiCaprio stars in the new trailer for Paul Thomas Anderson's new film, One Battle After Another. This hits theaters September 26th. We have the all-new trailer for Five Nights at Freddy's 2, which hits theaters on December 5th. We have your first look at a new poster for Wicked for Good, once again hitting theaters on November 21st. Dave Franco and Allison Brie star in an all-new trailer for the new body horror film Together, which hits theaters this weekend in limited release. We have the new trailer for Good Fortune. This is the new comedy starring Keanu Reeves, Seth Rogen, Aziz Ansari, Keke Palmer, and Sandra Oh. I love this trailer. This trailer looks great. Keanu Reeves as a fallen angel, with an Aziz Ansari down on his luck, Seth Rogen who's really rich and doing his thing and has them flip places. It's a great trailer. Definitely check it out. I'll be looking forward to this film big time. Jessica Chastain infiltrates hate groups in the first look at The Savant, which is coming out on September 26th. Gen V Season 2 will have guest stars Ethan Slater from Wicked as Thomas Gorokin. He's the founder of the Gorokin University. Aaron Moriarty's Starlight and Chase Crawford's The Deep and Nathan Mitchell's Black Noir from The Boys will also appear in the new season of Gen V. And of course, with that news, we got the first full trailer for Gen V Season 2, which looked incredible. I loved it. I loved Season 1 so much, and I cannot wait for Season 2. This looks fantastic. Rick and Morty is set to expand its universe with the new spin-off series, President Curtis, which will be featuring the voices of Keith David, Stephanie Beatrice, and Jim Rash. Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul creator Vince Gilligan is back with a new series called Pluribus, which we talked about just a little bit ago with that first teaser trailer. It's going to be a 9-episode science fiction mystery that's premiering over on November 7th on Apple TV+. The series, which stars Rhea Seehorn, has already been renewed for season 2. So look at that faith that they have in that thing, big time. Final Destination Bloodlines is going to start streaming on August 1st over on HBO Max. So there you go. If you missed this one, definitely check it out on HBO Max starting August 1st. The film earned $285 million at the worldwide box office, which is the franchise's highest grossing movie yet. Congratulations there. Resident Alien has been canceled at the USA Network. Oh, man, super bummed about this one. This is one of those shows that when I heard the news, I was very, very bummed. I love Resident Alien. This show is so good. It definitely could have done better because it was on the Sci-Fi Channel. It was also on the USA Network, which I know a lot of people just do not have anymore. It does stream on Peacock, but a lot of people didn't know that. I think the first season just started streaming on Netflix, so people are starting to get into it now because of that. It's so good. Alan Tudyk, he's an alien, and he's so funny. He takes on the shape of a human, and a lot of stuff happens. We're currently on the 4th season right now. The 4th season is still airing, and they announced this cancellation, which is really a bummer. But it's a great show, guys. If you've never seen it, again, I highly recommend you check it out. It's still got 4 solid seasons, so even though it's been canceled, you can still enjoy 4 seasons. So again, look for it on Netflix, look for it on Peacock, and you can catch up. Peacock has all the episodes up to the new episodes as well. We have the new poster for Predator Badlands. This is, of course, going to hit theaters on November 7th. It looks awesome. I love that poster. In 1984, one film shocked audiences and was banned from theaters, and it traumatized a generation. From the studio that brought you Terrifier 3 comes a new unrated vision of Silent Night, Deadly Night. It's going to be hitting theaters on December 12th. I am ready. I am so ready for this. It's going to be awesome. Very, very cool. We have your first poster for Coyote versus Acme. San Diego Comic-Con was this past weekend, and not a lot of news. You know, almost every year coming off of Comic-Con, we have so much to talk about. We could almost do a whole episode just on Comic-Con. But this year, crickets. It was crickets, man. Nothing really happened. Some stuff dropped for sure, but based on previous years, it was a lot different. So, got your first poster for Coyote vs. Acme, which is going to come out. Got a new release date for it, too. August 28th of 2026. I'm surprised they're putting it out a year from now. This movie has been done for like 2 years. So, I don't know why they're holding on to it for so damn long, but that's the release date in a year from now. We also have the new trailer for The Long Walk, which dropped. It hits theaters September 12th. Remember, Gen V Season 2 is going to premiere September 17th over on Prime Video. Death of a Unicorn is now streaming on HBO Max. This was a fun movie, so if you missed this one in theaters, definitely check it out on HBO Max. Like I said, Final Destination Bloodlines on August 1st. Some details on Peacemaker Season 2. More Superman characters will appear other than the Justice Gang. It establishes that there are at least 100 universes in the DCU. It's set 1 month after the events of Superman. Peacemaker travels to a parallel dimension where he is a hero and has a better life. Show is obviously not for kids, and it's more extreme than Season 1. Has James Gunn's favorite soundtrack and includes an Ozzy Osbourne song. Brand new opening dance sequence. Cast chose episodes 1, 6, and 8 as their favorite episodes, and they were all directed by James Gunn. Michael Rooker plays an eagle hunter, and they basically said he is Eagle's Lex Luthor. So there you go there. We have a new poster for Tron Ares, again hitting theaters on October 10th. James Gunn revealed that the new intro song for Peacemaker Season 2 is Oh Lord by Foxy Shazam. My question is, who the fuck is Foxy Shazam? But I love he just pulls out these random ass bands and these random ass songs, because who knew Do You Really Want to Taste It by the Wing Wangs or whatever, the Wing Whams, when the first season came out. No one had ever heard of that song before. So Very interesting, and I need to check out this song, Oh Lord by Foxy Shazam. We have an exclusive sneak peek at the new season of Interview with a Vampire. The Vampire Lestat is in production and will be premiering on AMC in 2026. We have the new Peacemaker trailer. That's right, because we had all those posters and news from Comic-Con, so they put out the trailer. John Cena stars. The premieres August 21st on HBO Max. It's a great trailer. I love season 1, and I am ready for season 2. A key character from Interview with the Vampire will help welcome Anne Rice's Telemasca to AMC on Sunday, October 26th, and we have the first teaser trailer for the next film in that Anne Rice universe, or the next show in the Anne Rice universe, the Telemasca. So check that out. We had the first trailer for Spartacus, House of Asher. So there you go. We have an exclusive first look at season 24 of Family Guy, which is coming in 2026, as well as 2 new holiday specials that'll be dropping on Hulu later in the year. Holly Hunter runs a school for new cadets in the new Star Trek Starfleet Academy, and we have the first trailer for that. Very, very cool trailer there. Let's see here. We have the new teaser for Welcome to Derry, based in the It universe. The new series will premiere in October of this year on HBO Max. The new Starfleet Academy from Star Trek is going to premiere in early 2026 on Paramount Plus. Fall Out Boy's Patrick Stump will voice Abel in season 2 of Has Been Hotel. That premieres October 29th on Prime Video. Outlander's final season will bow in early 2026. We have the official trailer for James Cameron's Avatar: Fire and Ash. Now, this trailer was exclusive for the weekend with Fantastic Four First Steps. I went to see Fantastic Four in IMAX, and I got to see this trailer in IMAX before the movie started, and I was blown away. I am a massive Avatar fan. I know everybody online wants to act like no one likes these films, even though both Avatar movies made $2 billion and are 2 of the biggest movies of all time. But no one wants to watch this, right? Nobody cares. Nobody wants to watch these things. I love the trailer. It gave me goosebumps. It was cool to see Pandora again with the new Fire Tribe and the Wind Tribe, and this just looks incredible. I can't wait for December 19th when I can check out this film. But then the trailer actually came out officially yesterday for everyone to watch. So check it out. It's beautiful, and I can't wait. Again, December 19th. We have another Pluribus teaser trailer where it flashes a phone number and tells you to give it a call. 202-808-3981. Give it a call. We have your first look at Jacob Elordi as Frankenstein's monster in Guillermo del Toro's new upcoming film. We have the official name for the next Meet the Parents sequel. That's right. Robert De Niro's back. Ben Stiller's back. Owen Wilson's back. Blythe Danner is back. Terry Polo is back. So we're bringing back the core cast along with Ariana Grande. Yes, that's right. We teased it before. We talked about the rumor. It is now official. Ariana Grande has joined the cast, and the new film is officially titled Focker-in-Law. That's right. Focker-in-Law. It's going to hit theaters Thanksgiving of 2026. We have your first official trailer for Marvel Animation's Eyes of Wakanda. This starts streaming August 1st on Disney+. We have the first trailer for Whistle, starring Daphne Keane and Sophie Nelisi. The horror film follows a group of students who find an Aztec death whistle and discover that the sound it emits will summon their future deaths to hunt them down. Looks creepy, man. I watched this trailer earlier. I dug it. Warner Brothers will be named Warner Brothers once again. That's right. Warner Brothers Discovery is going to split back into 2 halves, with Warner Brothers for streaming and movie studio assets and Discovery Global for the cable networks. So there you go. We have a new poster for Eyes of Wakanda as well. We have the new poster for Eternity, starring Elizabeth Olsen, Miles Teller, and Caleb Turner. The rom-com follows a reality where everyone must decide who they want to spend eternity with after you die. So the poster was cool. The new trailer came out today, and I dug it. You know, it looks like a pretty kind of typical rom-com, but the setting being that, you know, hey, this is when you die, you have to pick the person you want to spend eternity with, and Elizabeth Olsen finds herself in between her first husband, who died in a war, and her second husband, Miles Teller. So, she has to pick. Who's she going to pick to spend eternity with? No correct answer there. So, pretty cool trailer, though. I enjoyed it, so definitely check that out. We have the new poster for the SpongeBob movie, Search for SquarePants. It hits theaters December 19th. Eddie Murphy confirms that a Donkey movie is happening. He says Donkey's going to have his own movie, his own little story with his dragon wife and his kids that are half dragon, half donkey. He says the people have written a really funny story, so there you go there. Congrats to Superman, which is now past $500 million worldwide. We have the first teaser for Family Guy Season 24, which comes out in 2026 over on Fox. Eddie Murphy has also confirmed that he is going to be rebooting the comedy series Pink Panther. And yes, he's playing Detective Clouseau. So he will be the Pink Panther. The Monkey. I enjoyed this movie, man. It's a crazy trip, and it's very gory. But The Monkey's going to hit Hulu on August 7th. If you've been waiting to stream something, there you go. The Lost Bus. It's a new film starring Matthew McConaughey and America Ferrera. It's going to be premiering October 3rd on Apple TV+. A determined father risks everything to rescue a dedicated teacher and her students from a raging wildfire. This has been inspired by true acts of courage. So this was the official confirmation. The trailer was dropped today. Looks really, really good, man. I'm there for it. Ella Beatty will play infamous axe murderer Lizzie Borden in Season 4 of Ryan Murphy's Netflix anthology Monster. Fox has revealed all its fall TV premiere dates for things like Bob's Burgers, Doc, Murder in Small Town, The Simpsons, and a whole bunch more. Check out the full schedule for Fox. NBC has moved The Hunting Party to mid-season as it's working on its fall premieres. The Gilded Age has been renewed for a 4th season over on HBO. We got your listing up of all the movies coming out in August. We have the official trailer for Richard Linklater's Blue Moon, which stars Ethan Hawke, Margaret Qualley, and Andrew Scott. The Lost Bus, like I said, we got that trailer, just came out today, premieres September 19th in theaters, and then we'll hit streaming October 3rd on Apple TV+. We have some new character posters for Gen V Season 2, again September 17th on Prime Video. Spider-Man 4 set photos. They're getting ready to start filming, and supposedly on the set was a wanted photo or wanted poster for Bruce Banner / Hulk. So damn, is this our confirmation that we are getting Hulk in this movie? What's going on with him? Why is he wanted? We'll see in Spider-Man 4, supposedly. Tracy Speradakos has been cast in Anna Pigeon over on the USA Network based on Nevada Barr's book series. We have your fall TV preview, 120 plus seasons and series that are premiered and their premiere dates. So definitely check this out if you're wondering where something is at. They got 120 plus dates for you to check out. Plus, ABC released its new Thursday lineup of 911, 911 Nashville, and Grey's Anatomy. And they're bumping up the release date a couple weeks, so check that out. Eric Bana's new show, Untamed, has officially been greenlit for Season 2 over on Netflix. Oscar winner Emma Thompson stars as a private eye looking for a missing child in Apple TV Plus's Down Cemetery Road. That's coming soon. South Park, like I said, is going to be skipping a new episode this week, but will air its second episode of Season 27 next week, the first week of August. We got some first reactions for The Naked Gun, and so far, it looks like everybody's enjoying it. They're having some good laughs, and I am ready. I'm going to the preview night showing of this on Thursday, so we'll be talking about this on next week's episode. Like I said, Happy Gilmore 2 becomes Adam Sandler's biggest opening Netflix film, and Netflix's biggest opening ever, so congratulations, that is awesome. Zach Galligan reveals that Gremlins 3 is almost ready and just needs Spielberg to sign off on it. Telemasca, The Secret Order, AMC's third Anne Rice series, gets that new teaser trailer and a premiere date in October. So again, check that out. 28 Years Later is now available on premium VOD starting today. And that is the news of the week. We know we went a little longer than a half hour, right about 42 minutes right now. But hey, there's a little bit of extra stuff from Comic-Con. Some extra trailers dropped, so we got to get caught up. It's all good. You guys are now caught up. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for getting caught up. I appreciate you. Let's do some shout outs. AmIOnTheAir.com is the official webpage. Make sure you bookmark it. It's got links to everything you need, all the socials. AmIOnTheAir.com. Make sure you like us on Facebook at Facebook.com/AmIOnTheAir. Give us a follow on X at Am I on the Air. That's also where you can watch all these trailers and everything. Just go to x.com/Am I on the Air and check it all out. But you can follow us at Am I on the Air. You can follow me directly at DXDonMega. Same handles over on Threads. So if you're over there, give us a follow. We're on Blue Sky. We're also on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. Just search Am I on the Air. You'll find us all there. Don't forget, on TikTok and Instagram and stuff, we do our quick reviews. So after I check out a new show or movie, we do quick review videos. They're less than 60 seconds, just giving you some, once again, quick thoughts. So check that out over there for some special stuff. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast at over on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, iHeartRadio, wherever you listen to your favorite podcast. Give us a follow, man. Shout out to Good Pods. We are actually in the top 50 of entertainment podcast over on Good Pods, which is great to see. So thank you guys for always streaming us on demand as well. And thank you to our great affiliates over at the Red Dragons Radio and Pop Culture Pros. Give us a follow at Red Dragons Radio. Follow at PopCulture_Pros. And thank you guys for always streaming our show on demand as well. And that'll do it for me on this Tuesday, July the 29th. I hope you all have an amazing week. Like I said, Thursday we'll be checking out The Naked Gun. I'm very, very excited to see how that one goes. I'm ready to laugh my ass off. And then we'll see what else comes down the pipe. So take care of yourselves and each other. And until next time, y'all. Peace. Red Dragons!